So, Paul, you've traveled some countries in the world. When you hear the word Palestine, what do you know about them? What do you think is going on? Where is it? Well, how many people live there?
Well, I think when I think of Palestine, I think, of course, of the continual conflict that I've been hearing about most of my life, which seems to be embedded, like most conflicts in the world, in who's right and who's wrong in politics. And it seems like there's somebody that's benefiting from this ongoing conflict because it doesn't seem to resolve. I remember summits with some American politicians trying to resolve the Israeli-Palestine conflict, and it seems like I remember when people were being kicked out of their homes. It was just horrible, and I think the people of Palestine, like most people in the world, have the same desires and goals as everybody else. They want their children to do better than they did. They want safety. They want security. They want, to be left alone, to live in peace. And I think that people in Israel want the same thing. And for some reason, there continues to be this conflict between the two. Not something that I fully understand at all. But certainly, seems to me that a lot of conflicts are created by somebody who benefits from those conflicts continuing, right? So if I'm selling...
Have you met any Palestinians?
I probably have in the U.S. I don't remember. I don't really ask people if they're from Palestine, right? But I met people from the Middle East, of course.
Right. And how many people do you think live there?
I don't know, like after you told me about it, maybe 10, 15, 20 million? How many?
And how many people live in Israel?
I would say probably, 50 million, something like that.
50 million?
50, I don't know.
7.
7 million in Israel?
Yeah.
And how many in Palestine?
Around 5 to 7.
Oh, so it's relatively small. Because you told me Pakistan, 200 million. I was like, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. Bangladesh, how many in Bangladesh?
And where?
How many people live in Bangladesh?
I would say a lot, because I know they have a lot of people there, right? 20 million?
200 million.
200 million, wow.
How many people live in Nepal?
I don't know.
It's just good.
50
That's
million?
the whole idea of asking, because you don't know.
50 million?
Perception, you can still create a perception. 35.
Okay.
And how many live in India?
A lot.
Which is how many?
150 million?
No, 1.2 billion people.
1.2 billion in the country of India.
Correct.
So crowded.
And how many people live in Bhutan?
Bhutan?
Have you heard of the name?
No, I haven't heard of
Never,
it.
okay.
Small country.
Yeah,
5
small.
million or something?
250,000.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
people don't really, like Sri Lanka, you never knew where it is
Yeah.
yesterday. And it's a small country, 7 million people.
Wow.
Like Singapore, how many people live in Singapore?
Oh, God. There's like 5 to 7 million or something.
Yeah, well, you've been there before.
Yeah, I've been there.
And Malaysia, you already know probably.
There's more, right? It's like 15 million.
28. Yeah. So the reason I ask this question is that most people don't really understand the dynamics of the impact which will happen if you go to a certain place, or if you
Right.
impact a certain country, or if you impact entire Bhutan, that's 250,000 people. But if you impact entire India, it's 1.2 billion people.
Right.
So the impact
Big
quantity
difference.
is huge
Pakistan,
difference.
you said 200 million. I had no idea.
Yeah, most people have no idea.
It's not even that big of a country. How do you all fit?
Well, Bangladesh is quarter or even
There's so
1/7
many
or
people.
India, Pakistan.
It's
Pakistan is
amazing.
huge.
It's amazing.
Yeah, compared to
See, we thought LA was crowded, like Los Angeles, right? And you guys got like 200 million people in this small little country. You know what I mean? Comparably.
well,
right?
okay, the whole Europe can fit in which state in the U.S.
Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole Europe is smaller than Texas.
Wow. Yeah.
So the size of the U.S. is just enormous.
That's
So,
pretty big.
yeah. Anyways, thank you.